So today I'm gonna show you how I build a fence because, I've realized that every good garden needs good, boundaries around it to ward off any creatures that may want to ingest the, things that I'm growing in my, garden. So here I go, making a fence. First I start off with one post. I'm actually using it's like a metal bar thing that goes along with a greenhouse kit that my roommate ordered a couple years ago, and it's kind of what was left over, and we're going to use it again, so I'm kind of repurposing it as a fence post. Sometimes I go on Facebook and write a post about a fence post, and some people are angry when I do that, and some people are not angry when I do that. Some people are right down the middle. They're neither angry nor nor they feel good about the post, so they're kind of on the fence about my fence post. Anyways, and yeah, so there you go with another. I think I hurt my foot. I just saw that while I was ranting about Facebook. And oh yeah, by the way, delete Facebook. Anyways, so here I go with some, actually that's like chicken wire that I originally got for Helga, as you can see down there, chilling, probably eating poop under her chin right there. And basically that was used around the fence so that Helga wouldn't jump up out of the fence, because that is quite the problem with her. We've learned many times she jumped the fence as she was growing and blossoming into the adult she is now, and so we keep a leash on her, and every time she's outside, so it's now we just have a bunch of chicken wire that we can use for situations like this. Sometimes I use it to wrap dead bodies. Sometimes I use it to wrap Ned Crotties. Ned Crotties is our neighbor, and he likes to be wrapped in chicken wire, and that's good old Ned. He likes to do that on Sundays with me, and I'm not too much of a fan these days because I've been doing it every Sunday this past year because of COVID, and I'm like nothing better else better to do. It's like but I kind of want to figure out a way to tell Ned to just not, or I just don't want to. I want to bring it to him lightly that just like I can't wrap you around in chicken wire on Sundays anymore, and so it's gonna be hard to bring that news to him. But I don't know, maybe I'll write a little note, put it on his front door. I think I'll just be totally confrontational about it and deal with the repercussions of that. I mean, he might be down with it. I don't know, Ned's a weird guy, and maybe he'll be chill about it. But anyways, I think right now, what am I doing? I'm getting something from inside. There we go. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting the staple gun. Not to be confused with a stapler. A stapler would be kind of hard to do with chicken wire. Ned also likes when I use a stapler on his forehead, and not a staple gun, that kind of would hurt, but stapler, yeah, I use it on his forehead on Saturdays actually. So my weekends are kind of pretty full of Ned, and that's also, I kind of like the stapling though. I'm gonna keep that in my schedule, but the chicken wire thing, that's gotta go. So right now I'm using the staple gun to further solidify this chicken wire around the edges of the garden, and yeah, I don't know what is eating my plants, but I should know because I am actually a garden expert, and actually I do know it. I believe it could be the North American weasel. They are known to get into gardens in specifically the Pacific Northwest. But in other places that are not the Pacific Northwest, they tend to stay out of gardens. I think it was one of those curse things, like the Salem witch trials. At one point, one witch that was getting burned, it was like, hey, she like muttered a spell, like, because she was about to die. She's like, I don't know what else to do, so I'll just mutter this spell that will curse the Pacific Northwest. And it was a spell that would make the North American weasel be attracted to gardens and eat all the plants in the gardens. And yeah, and here we are now. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. What's her name? Winona Ryder, whatever Winona Ryder type lady who freaking witch that freaking God. I mean, whatever. I'm cool with it. I mean, they probably weren't even real witches. Whatever. Wait, was it the Salem witch trials in Salem, Oregon, or were they whatever. Hey, I mean, I know my history, so don't research that any further and just kind of believe what I say, because hey, I could build a fence. It's a pretty sturdy one. Look at that. It's getting so sturdy. Right now I'm just like stretching it out. See that splice job right there? Like kind of near the kind of left of it. It's like spliced. I like just kind of twisted the wires around each other so it would splice the chicken wire, and that's a nice splice job. Sometimes if I'm making a giant fence and I need a bunch of splices done, I hire this group of girls that are on the other side of town. They're really efficient at splicing, so yeah, they're called the Splice Girls, and they like to splice fences in particular. Wow, it's getting windy. It was a windy day that day, and look at my hair. I've got nice hair. I've got less hair. Feels like I'm growing old. But I'm not growing old. I'm constantly the same age. Constantly the same weight, too. There goes another post. I'll probably post it on Facebook later. I think everyone will be happy about that fence post. Oh yeah, and there we go with that hammer. We kind of threw that. That's kind of where I keep my hammer. Or I just like to throw hammers. It's a nice hobby of mine. Yeah, I just take hammers and throw them randomly. One time I hit, dude, I didn't even hit anyone. I'm kidding, man. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna lie to you guys and say, hey, I hit someone with a hammer. I'm not that kind of person who would lie about things like that. But Ned, on the other hand, that's a real true story. So here I go with another part of the fence, and this is gonna be a tough splice job. I was thinking about calling the Splice Girls at this point, but I think I could. I barely handled this part well, because that right near the post is hard to splice. So here I go. I'm doing it. Yeah, but those North American weasels, luckily I think they're wider than the holes in the chicken wire. So if a freaking North American weasel comes like trying to get through there, he might get like halfway through and get stuck in there. I don't really want that to happen, because as much as I hate North American weasels, they're animals, they're sentient, and gotta be nice to all those animals. Yeah, and so that's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good, yeah. Oh, here I go with the, what are these? Oh yeah, so I'm gonna need that. Okay, yeah, sometimes that hose and that hammer, I shouldn't have put it there, actually. Wow. Yeah, that, yeah, I still feel that now. And this happened a while ago. But yeah, I felt that. But yeah, here I go. I got myself some scissors, some big scissors. And, yeah, I'm just clipping off the ends of the splices because they're very sharp. And, I don't want Helga or Pele to just, you know, excuse me, rub up against the little sharp spots, so you gotta clip those off. But at the same time, alright, anyways, there's some old person or whatever walking behind. Looks like he has some gas or something, but that's probably why Helga's barking, because she smells farts. Or was that me, or was that her? Dude, we're all farting, we're all gassy in this world, and there's nothing we can do about it. Cows are really gassy. I think there is something we can do about that. We can stop making a bunch of cows, and forcing cow pregnancies and starting factory farms. Anyways, but yeah, I say that while I'm about to staple gun at my dog's head. That was a joke. And I didn't really do it that day. I have done it in the past, but I don't want to talk about those days. I feel like I've grown as a human being and as a person, and to not staple gun my dog's head anymore. I mean, partly it's due to my experiences with Ned, and like that's kind of affected my psyche in a way that I don't want to talk about. Oh, there's Mr. Gassy again. See, oh, he's like, oh, I gotta turn and fart so no one sees the fart cloud come out of my butt. So there he goes behind the bush. Great. And yeah, but yeah, securing it a little bit more. So far it's looking pretty secure. Once I get all the everything kind of stapled on, it looks pretty good. I hope it's not crows. I don't know, it feels like I've never seen a crow in there, but I really hope it's not crows. It doesn't look like crows are biting my plants. It doesn't look like a beak could do that damage, but then again, I don't know. I mean, it feels like there's a bunch of other stuff crows can eat besides my garden. When's the last time you seen a crow in a garden? I've never seen a crow in a garden. I see them everywhere else around the grass looking for freaking like food in my dog's poops, but and worms and stuff. But I don't think I've ever seen them in the garden. I think they're omnivores, but if push comes to shove, I'll put some sort of net thing over it. But yeah, I think that's going to work. Helga's still down there. Yeah, fences, man. Fences will do wonders. Oh, I guess I'm out of staples. Interesting. What am I picking up? What is that? Oh, my phone. I left my phone out there, dude. I'm probably gonna post some of those fence posts. Oh, there we go. Alright, yeah, so that's building a fence. Have a good one.